everybody, and welcome to my April Wrap Up and May TBR! Yay! So, April was surprisingly good for me. I've read 13 books and I had my final exams, for which I've studied like so hard, comparing to what I studied otherwise. So hard. And I'm surprised that I've got so much reading done, because I've studied, which I never do. So let's just start with the books that I've read in April. So the first book that I've read this month is Fall With Me by Jennifer L. Armentrout, and this is the fourth book in the Wait For You series, and you know me and JLA, I just love her, so I love the story as well, and 5 out of 5 stars. All Wind Up by Cara Kamek, and I already read her Losing It trilogy and the first book in the Muse trilogy, I think, and I love them, so I thought, why not pick up her other series? And I wasn't wrong with doing that, because this book was just as awesome as her other series, so 5 out of 5 stars. After that, I finally read Ferris by Marissa Meyer, the novella of Queen Nirvana, and what can I say, it was super short and Queen Nirvana is nuts, and yeah, I don't know, I think this story wasn't really necessary for the whole series, and I really wanted to have been done, so maybe that was the reason why I didn't enjoy it as much. But it got 3 out of 5 stars. So of course I have to read the second book by Cara Kamek's new series, and that is All Broke Down, and it was just as awesome as the first one. Who would have guessed? And now I can't wait for the third book to come out. Yay! Of course 5 out of 5 stars. And then I finally read Invaded by Melissa Landers, and this is the second book in the Alienated duology, and honestly I don't know how to feel about it, because for me that wasn't the last book. The ending, not my thing really. It was too open for me, so I got 4 out of 5 stars. So I finally read Full Moon Kisses by Ellen Schreiber, the last book in the Full Moon trilogy, and that was on my TBR list for 2 months now, and now I finally read it because I kicked myself in the ass and said, go read this freaking book, it only has 200 pages. And now I know why I've waited so long to read this, because no. Just as the other books, not my thing, especially not the talking about how hot he is as a werewolf, and the end also wasn't my thing. The end made me think, what a waste of my time. I don't want to say more, because otherwise I spoil. So it only got 2 out of 5 stars. Then I've read Rule by J. Kronover, and this is the first book in a 6-book series, I think, or companion novels, as always with New Adult. And the writing was a little bit different to get into, but I really enjoyed it, and of course it got 5 out of 5 stars. Then I've read I Was Here by Gail Forman, and I don't know why, but it took me such a long time to get into this book, and I think it was the half of it before I finally started to get into the pace of this book, and yeah, it wasn't that interesting of a story, so it only got 3 out of 5 stars. Next on, I finally read Bury in Water by Ki Aitaka, and I loved her 10 Tiny Breaths series, and so I had to pick up this book, and it was really different from the 10 Tiny Breaths series, because this is also like a crime story, but after I got into it, it was just as awesome, and it got 5 out of 5 stars. The next book that I've read I had on my TBR for a while now, and that is Open Road Summer by Emery Lord, and why Why did I wait so long to read this book? It was so awesome. It's like a road trippy book, but the best friend of the main character is a country pop star, and she kind of reminded me of Taylor Swift, so yeah. I don't know if it's based on that, but I thought of Taylor Swift the whole time, and yeah, it was so cutie and you could read through it so fast, and I really enjoyed it, and it got 5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I've read an ebook, and that is Fighting Temptation by Kee Lin, and I've actually never heard of her, but the book was free on Kindle and it's new adult, and I really enjoyed it, though the main character, the guy, said fucking or fuck in nearly every sentence that he said, and that was so annoying. I don't have anything about saying fuck or fucking because I use that a lot, but in every sentence or nearly every second sentence, oh, it got so annoying, but the story was really good, so it got 4 out of 5 stars. Then next up, I've read Crashing Tides by Casey Peeler, and I actually have a review of it up, and it's down below, and it was an arc, but it took me over a month to read it, and yeah, I'm still not sure how I feel about it, and it's like 2.5 of 3 stars. I'm really not sure. And the last book that I've read is a reread because I wanted to finish another book, and that is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, and it's my goal to reread all my favorites this year, and I was in the mood to reread this such a long time, so I finally reread it, and I posted it because when I've read it the first time I didn't do the post-it thing, but now I'm doing it and I'm going a little bit crazy with my post-its, yeah. But still, I loved it as much as the first time reading it, and so I got 5 out of 5 stars again. That's it, that were all of my April books! Woo! And now we're starting May, and I still want to read A Darker Shade of Magic by Reedy Schwab. I still haven't gotten to it, but this one, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, and now because I finally read one of my TBR books, I'm going to get another one of my TBR jars. Let's see. This one. So, the book that I have, Unraveling by, I have no clue who, but it's down there somewhere, and it's pretty thick, so I don't know if I will read it, but I'm trying to, because I'm actually reading another one of my TBR books, and that is Cruel. I've started it and I hopefully finish it. And I'm getting really good with reading my old TBR books that I have for over a year now, so I hope I continue with it. Yeah, that's it for today, and thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!